Hello. So I want to first find out like where are you zooming in from? Where you at? Gotcha. Okay, good deal. Yeah, I am over in Plano, Texas, is where my office is. I'm in Plano, Texas. I live in McKinney, Texas. My name is John Rogers. I'm a regional vice president of the office here in Plano, Texas, with the company. Um, Kind of tell me a little bit more about you. Are you married? You got any kids? What's their age range? That type of thing. Okay, what do you do for work out there in Dallas, Texas that you're at? Good deal. Okay, awesome. So, what got you interested in hopping on the Zoom call today? What got you interested in hopping on the Zoom call? Work from home, extra money. Okay, okay. Well, here's how today is going to go, just so you kind of know the structure, so you kind of know exactly what's happening. I'm going to ask you three questions. We ask everybody these three questions just to make sure that we can qualify if it even makes sense to go into any information. After those three questions, if it makes sense to move forward, I'm going to explain who the company is, how we help people, kind of how we work, and then how we make money doing so. And then at the end of that, if we want to move forward, we will. If not, no worries. Is that fair? Okay, good. Let me share my screen with you. All right. So the first question that I gotta ask you is, are you open to learning a new skill set? Are you open to learning a new industry? Okay, good. We deal with money. We teach people a rule to money that most people never get to. Everyone wants it, but they don't know how to get it, which is how to get to a spot where you have income coming in, but you don't have to show up to work for it. Okay. Everyone wants it. 97% of people, they never figure out how to get it or they squander the opportunity to have it. The second question is, we hold state and federal licenses to do what we do. The only thing that'll keep you from being able to get a license with us is if you have a felony. Are you okay in that area? Good. Okay. Last and final question. Licenses cost money. Have you ever gotten a license before in the state you're in, or any kind of certification? Okay, good. Those cost money, right? Whether you cover them or the company that you work with covers them. Our licenses are no different. Our licenses cost about $2,000 in total. Okay, here's the blessing. The company, they cover the licensing costs for us as independent contractors. So they'll cover the 2 grand for you. Before they do that, they're not going to cover your background check and they're not going to cover the appointment cost of the license to the company. Okay, that's $124. So my last question for you is, if it makes sense to move forward, if the company is going to cover 2 grand for you to get licensed, would you be okay with taking care of 124 bucks? Okay, good. I'm up front with that. I don't like gotchas at the end. I want to make sure there's a smooth transition. So I like to make sure I cover that at the beginning. That way you kind of got all the info at the beginning. We are all independent contractors with a company named Primerica Financial Services. Have you ever heard of that company before? Okay, that's typical. Some people haven't heard of Primerica because they don't do commercials. Okay, it is all word of mouth. That saves the company billions of dollars a year. But it is the largest independent financial services marketing company in North America. We have 141,000 licensed representatives. It is a New York Stock Exchange company. Okay, that means it's publicly traded. It's not a privately owned company. We've been in business since 1977, so it didn't just pop up yesterday. And we got about 8 million total clients between insurance and investments. Here's the best way to understand how Primerica works as a company. Think about Amazon. Have you ever shopped on Amazon before? Right. They sell everything, they have everything, but they don't really manufacture anything, do they? Correct. They're a distribution company of retail products like Walmart. Okay. Primerica is a distribution company of financial services products. Okay. We essentially use all of these areas and all of these companies in these areas to help clients. Okay. These companies want to partner with us because we have 141,000 licensed agents. So, does that make sense? We utilize these areas and these companies in these areas to help people. Two of the main areas that we need a license for is life insurance and investments. So with a life insurance license, on average, that pay you about $500 per person helped. Okay. If you add an investments license, that's an additional $450 for that same family that you help part-time on a district leader contract. So on average, you're earning about $950 per person. So here's my question. How long does it take you to earn $950 at the job that you're doing right now? Okay. So this process for us takes us about an hour, maybe two. Okay. Don't question it. I'm assuming you'd rather make $950 in an hour, maybe two, instead of what you just told me. Right. There's no mandatory quotas, and we create our own schedule. Okay. That means that you are able to work when you want to work. You're not trying to be in a block schedule like 9 to 5 or 5 to 8 or whatever that is part time. As we close up, here's the two main worries that people have. That sounds great, but where do the people come from that we're going to talk to? Where do the people come from that I'm going to talk to? You don't have to worry about that. We have a system in place where people literally will reach out to you, letting you know they're interested in talking to you. Okay. So we don't do door to door. We don't cold call a whole bunch of people every single day. We don't necessarily have to talk to friends and family if we don't want to. People literally will reach out to you, letting you know they're interested. The second question people have after that is, okay, well, if all these people are reaching out, who's going to talk to them? We talk to them for you. Our job is to basically be your training wheels. We're going to talk to the people. We're going to set the appointment. We're going to be your training wheels until you don't need us to anymore. Here's the only thing you need to be focused on for the first month. Getting licensed, which Morgan or my wife, Ashley Rogers, is going to walk you through the licensing process, show you exactly what to do to get your license. So getting licensed and showing up to as many things as you can possibly to improve your knowledge, to learn the business. So eventually you can do it on your own. That's the only thing that we need you focused on for the first month. And the trainers and the coaches that's within inside the team will help you with everything else. Okay. So based on what I've just shared with you, what interests you? Working with us part-time, or you may have some question on the client side. I didn't ask you, do you have life insurance outside of your job right now? Okay. How much do you pay per month? Wow. Okay. And how much are you covered for? Like, what's the face amount? If you died, your family would get X amount of dollars. Okay. So if we can improve upon that, would you want us to keep that information to ourselves, or would you want us to tell you about it? Tell you about it. So if there's something on the client side you may be interested in. So what interests you? Working with us part-time, or being a client, or both? Okay. So working with us part-time, both, awesome. Here's the next step. We complete what's considered an independent business application. Okay. IBA, that gets you a rep ID number. And that rep ID number basically allows Morgan or Ashley to get you licensed, to get you walking through the licensing process. That IBA, that independent business application, is something we do over Zoom. Okay. It takes about 15 minutes to walk through or get through to fill out. Do you have an additional 15 minutes right now? Okay, good. Good. If we go through that right now today, that is the $124 portion. Are you still okay with that today? Okay, awesome. So here's the next steps. We're going to go through your independent business application, get you a rep ID number, and kind of get you started from that point. All right.